2 weeks from launch. I am super excited, but also, I gotta be honest, I'm nervous. I think this is a good thing, but you know, I do interviews on EA interviews all the time, and I've done so much camera work, modeling, public speaking, tons of stuff with audience. Got started in church in fourth grade. I was asked to give a speech for Thanksgiving. Very thankful for that. Thank you, Mom. Thank you for that opportunity. I'm like, yeah, I'll talk. And I remember walking up there going, oh, it's like all these people. I'm very thankful because someone told me if you still get like a little anxious, it means you still care. And I thought it would get easier. It's so here's the this isn't even about the show, but hundreds of episodes later, I've done over 4,000 different little video things over the years, and that's not including professional stuff or client work. So I don't know which number video this is, but I think it's maybe because it's related to the book and me and everything I've been doing and everything I've been doing to help you. Um, it gets real every time. And I feel it with clients because we put so much into it also, our author clients. I'm excited for the stuff we're doing there as well. But I'm we're gonna have a little bit of story time with Mario again. EA Publishing Method book.com. Get your limited edition copy. I want you to get the super awesome, great, best ones because they literally are, supply is getting low. I'm not printing anymore this year, and there'll be a point where you can only get the ones that everyone gets. And I don't want that. I want you to get the super best, great ones. Um, but it's your choice. And there's some surprises and bonuses in there. So, today's reading, we're going to have, yeah, Philanthropy, page 153. Yeah, 135, cool pictures. Aw, it's kind of sad. It's like kind of coming to the end. So, whatever you wished that others would do to you, do also to them, for this is the law and the prophets. Jesus. Philanthropy. I put this in here as the seventh step because, there's the golden rule, do unto others. I talk about the Pizza Hut Book It program, the Scholastic Book It program, different partnerships and giveaways. And the reality is, you can change someone's life with a book. You can change someone's life by talking to them. But it's generally, as an adult, you don't have all the time in the world. And I think it's one of the biggest travesties because think of all the friends you had when you were younger and all the time, what felt like unlimited time you got to invest with them. And I think that's really the joy of life, is helping people. And it dwindles the older you get. But the sad thing is, look where your capabilities are now. I look back and I am nowhere's. In some ways, I'm very much exactly where I want to be, and in other ways, I'm still just getting started because I'm nowhere near it because of the ambition and levels. But I look back and go, I can help people so much easier, faster, and with less effort now than I ever could years ago. But what that looks like on a daily basis is vastly different. And it's one reason you can change your life with talking to someone, but you can also give them the book, and it's not taking any more time on your part. So, from a philanthropic standpoint, someone told me that's one of the underlying reasons. Now, admittedly was mentioning the Scholastic and Book It and all these different things in there because when people are doing charity auctions, I joke about this, and there's people who are like, here's a napkin. Oh, free consultation. Really? That's the best you can do? They just spent tens of thousands of dollars to put this all on this event, rent out a venue, maybe live stream it, get photographers, get videographers, and you're sitting here writing on a freaking napkin or a sheet of paper. Really? That's your gift? I can hand you this and you're going to be blown away, I assure you. Even if it was a paperback, you'd still be thankful. But I remember hearing that the hidden reason, like you're already helping them, giving them your expertise for what? 10, 20, 30, 40 bucks? Whatever. Maybe 50 or 100. I've seen books, whatever it is, it's a very small investment towards their better future. I don't know any coaching that's going to be cheaper that's worth it. I don't know any program or training that's going to not be 10 to 20 to 50 times more. Let's talk masterminds. Generally, if they're worth it, it's not going to be $37 for the year or $97 for the year. Generally, I mean, there's really nothing better. Why do you think I get so passionate about this? And it's just so effective, and they're obviously not free, but at the same token, it's like what better way can you help someone? What better way can you go to the event and say, yeah, I'll donate X amount of books. I'd be happy to give them to your audience. It's really no more work on your part. The Book It program when I was a kid, I loved it. I loved reading to begin with. And then they said, we'll give you pizza. Sold. The Scholastic program, where you got to pick out the books and everything. At what point in your life did a book not help you? At what point in your life did you not want to help more and maybe weren't able to? Even if I said, I'll give a free presentation to your group with the same info, it's a single finite point in time, and they better be taking copious notes. And you better have the thing recorded. Most people don't, arguably, and live streamed. It's the only way you're going to leverage it. And even that is not as powerful as putting it in someone's hands. Because you can fully disconnect from all this technology. And I'm not saying don't get the audiobook, and I'm not saying don't get the Kindle. I actually get all the versions of a book, and if I'm at the computer, I might have the Kindle on one screen and listening to it. They're very often, I prefer hardcovers. But if someone doesn't offer it, get the soft cover. And I'll read along with the audiobook. And then other times I just take the physical. It depends. But my point is, you don't need the Kindle. You don't need the ebook just to get to the end result. Video, highly reliant on power, highly reliant on technology, highly reliant on electricity. Oh, I should give out candles. That would be a good little thing. Like, you can read this by candlelight and still learn. It's worked for thousands of years. It's probably going to work for thousands more. Just betting on that. Everything else, it's in flux. I loved reading as a kid. And maybe that's why I'm getting a little choked up about this, because it's all coming back to me and it's like getting real again. But you can literally transport someone to a different point in time, a different world, their bigger future. And if you make it about you going, well, I don't know about this, there's a lot of reservations. I don't want to look like a fool. I don't want it to be done wrong. I don't want it to be this. Stop being selfish. If you're watching this, if you're listening to this, I know you have greatness inside of you. I just really want you to bring it out, and that's why I'm excited about this, because not everyone's going to qualify to work with us. That's just the reality. But I still want you to get your message out there in a bigger way. And I literally laid out all the groundwork and answers in here. And the philanthropic benefits from it, I went real brief in the book about it. I'm going to expand it in the next edition. But there are just so many ways that you can work with and partner. And here's another thing. If you've been trying to partner with organizations and it just hasn't worked out, maybe they want to be able to point to someone to see more of what they've done. Maybe they want to point to someone who has more done that they can showcase. It's real hard when it's all in your head, and at best, your website may reflect part of it. It's a whole other level when you've taken the time, energy, and money to go, I'm going to package this up as best it can be, and I'm making it easy for you to promote me. You don't need to run uphill with this stuff. I'll be honest. When I'm looking for people on the show, and I have hundreds of people on a wait list applying, trying to get on, and there's 20 spots, 30 spots, maybe 50, 100 for the year, not everyone makes it. One of the things I 100% look for is, do you look professional enough that when I give you my best, are people going to be able to run with it and you match it? Nothing is worse than going, okay, you have this great platform. We just made you the spotlight. Let's go to your website. Oh, this male or female was, man or woman was fantastic. I want to read their book. No book. I want to take their training. No training. I want to get their help. Only option. $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 to start. If you're at that level, you need to have a book so people can get it for $10, $20, $30 and start on their journey. And you can give it to your high-paying clients as a framework, so they're still better off when you get started, and you don't need to do stuff for 30 to 60 days to get them to that point. They can read the book, and you go in with momentum. Real-life example, not hypothetical. So the benefits of just being generous and giving back are so many. I'm going to wrap it up here. I'm right at time, and I mean, I could talk about this for days, and I think I'm going to tell my team we're going to start collecting more case studies, not just of our authors, but every single good reason the books have done stuff, because I'll be doing this for a while, and I just really want you to get your message out there. And I see it all the time, but don't be selfish. If you're confident enough to be sharing it on a podcast, public speaking about it, you're confident enough to put it on the paper. If you haven't, then it's probably some internal conflict. So let's talk through it. But get your copy, e8publishingmethodbook.com. Get the good one. I'm telling you, I'm not going to ruin the surprise, but everyone's been blown away so far. If you don't, if you see this whenever,